invités, mesdames et messieurs, en vos titres, grades et qualités. Bonjour. Excellences, Monsieur le Ministre, votre présence parmi nous, que je demande d'ovationner fortement ici, témoigne de l'intérêt que vous et vos pairs attachent au respect des droits de l'homme en général et de la vie privée de nos concitoyens en particulier. Excellences, Monsieur le Ministre, Mesdames et Messieurs distingués invités, les réseaux des autorités africaines de protection des données personnelles, les NADPA, RAPDP, dont l'idée a été lancée à Dakar, a été créé à Ouagadougou, au Burkina Faso, en septembre 2016, lors du Forum africain sur la protection des données personnelles, dans le but d'établir une coopération entre ses membres et de faire entendre la voix de l'Afrique dans ses relations avec les partenaires du monde entier. Permettez-moi ici de féliciter à juste titre le Maroc qui assure le secrétariat permanent de notre organisation, dont l'autorité de protection des données personnelles, la CNDP du Maroc, œuvre inlassablement pour faire de cette organisation un organe fonctionnel malgré les diversités culturelles et linguistiques. Avec votre permission, Excellences, Monsieur le Ministre,
The Office of the Data Protection Commissioner, ODPC, is the designated government agency mandated to ensure appropriate handling of personal data in Kenya as enshrined in the Data Protection Act, DPA of 2019. In collaboration with the Ministry of Information, Communication and the Digital Economy, the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner will host the Network of African Data Protection Authorities conference. This event will take place from the 7th to the 9th of May 2024 at the Windsor Golf Hotel and will be graced by His Excellency the President, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto. This event will be live on KBC Channel 1.
On KBC Channel 1, we are a TV station like no other. Get a taste of the best in entertainment.
Yes, indeed.
Feel the passion.
Will you promise me?
I swear that you will never lose me. I can't get married to you.
I'm sure you knew about it. That's why you're making fun of me.
Experience the drama.
Get out.
Who is the man in this one?
And the laughter.
Hii wigi umevatishwa.
Sisi wakati tulikuwa tunapishwa tunapewa mheshimiwa.
Move to the beat.
We are live from Broadcasting House.
And get informed on the latest happenings. KBC Channel 1.
Wow. Wow. Yeah!
We are the full package.
Oh yes.
And Kenya's watching.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Wiki hii kwenye mkulima, tutafuga mbuzi mjini.
Ukizingira shamba yako na ujenge nyumba yako ukiinua juu, hutapatana na magonjwa vile kama pneumonia.
Kisha tukuze samaki katika vidimbwi.
Kwa mkulima wa kawaida ambaye anaweka samaki kwenye vidimbwi anaenda miezi 9 hadi mwaka mmoja. Kumaanisha mfumo wetu wa kufuga samaki ni mzuri mno kwa sababu kama hapa tunavuna samaki kutoka kwa kila kidimbwi safari 2 kwa mwaka.
Ungana nasi Jumamosi saa 10:30 hapa KBC Channel 1 kwa mseto kamili wa kilimo.
In fact, to parallel it with the Bible, theologians say that Jesus spoke about money more than he spoke about heaven and hell. How do you survive in tough economic times, and what is the wisdom of managing our resources?
Whether young or old, we need to develop a culture of saving.
Okay.
Young men need to know that you are not living for people. Live for yourself.
Okay.
And there is no marriage with people knowing what you drive. Live within your means. Don't be under pressure to be like someone.
Na huyu Alex mafikishana wapi?
Unaweza ni advise aje?
Hakuna kesi inapelekea kwa Mungu. Mambo yote yanamaliziwa hapa duniani.
When are we seeing this special someone?
I'm talking about a specialist.
Na wakati yeye akienda kupata mimba na Alex, alikuambia wewe,
Zeo ni mtoto wako tunaongelelea.
Ni mwanamume mgani wa rika yangu atakubali kukaa na yeye?
Kwani wewe tubebaje wewe?
Hivyo ndio kuna kuanga.
See, had you supposed to travel to Qatar?
I was just trying to confuse my enemies.
Ama Peter alikataa kukupatia do.
Ukiniangalia influence zako kunipatia pesa kweli.
Ama history zako ni za ajabu.
Kila mahali inaenda, it's compliment after compliment.
Ukiona hivyo kuna mambo mzuri unafanya.
I wouldn't pick a fight with me if I were you.
And then in disease from Polambuleti in Juveningam like Muruga.
You know, I'd rather host one of these cats as my roommate instead of you, rich of a man.
Hizi sio za kufuga kondoo. If I don't get my money today, you will know who is the government.
Oh, the puppy actually back. Wonderful.
And no negotiations, okay?
Right, okay, right.
What negotiations?
None of your damn business.
Supporters in this event, I'm inviting the Group CEO, Kenya Commercial Bank of Kenya, Paul Russo, to make remarks. Welcome, Russo.
The Chief Justice of Kenya, the Minister for Information ICT, the PS, I stand on all protocols. As we say in Kenya, all protocols observed and already set. I thank you for the opportunity to partner on behalf of all stakeholders, on behalf of all the private sector partners and as well as public sector partners. We really think this is not only a new area that we need to work together to bring to life, but I also think it's important for our own businesses to be sustainable. At the heart of every business, for particularly those of us in the private sector, is data, both integrity and confidentiality and protection of that data. Our presence here today, not just in sponsorship, but in person, is testament of that commitment. And most of us are regional entities. KCB operates in 7 countries. In this room, we have representation for our heads of data protection from 4 countries. Uganda is represented here. Tanzania is represented. I think Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya. Madam Commissioner, you will note that our head of data protection for the group is one of the best resources in this town. We truly appreciate her contribution to not only just for KCB, but best practice across the country and across the region. We reaffirm, on behalf of the private sector and partners, our commitment to advance this as both in Kenya and across the region. I thank you for the opportunity to represent the partners PS and count on our support. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we thank all our partners for the support. This is a very important forum for all of us. As Ruth has mentioned, it's very key for sustainability of our businesses, and it's a platform for us to grow the digital economy. Thank you very much, Paul Russo. It's now my pleasure to invite the Chairman Ambassador, Sebastian Groth, to give his remarks. Welcome, Balosi.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Cabinet Secretary ICT and Digital Economy, good friend Eliud Owalo, Chief Justice Martha Koome, Principal Secretary of ICT and Digital Economy John Tanui, the Kenyan Data Commissioner Mrs. Immaculate Kassaid, with whom we work very closely together, all commissioners from across Africa, aussi de l'Afrique francophone, soyez le bienvenu ici à Nairobi. C'est pas toujours comme ça à l'extérieur. Normalement, il y a du soleil et on peut vraiment bien se promener ici. Donc, c'est une période avec beaucoup de pluie actuellement. That's why I also, first of all, would like to express my condolences also on behalf of my government to the loss of life and property here in Kenya due to the flooding of the last weeks. I think what we see is that climate change is a reality, and Germany and Kenya work very closely together to be together in this fight against the effects of climate change. And I only would like to underline once more that Germany is on the side of Kenya and all the countries in East Africa that are affected by the ongoing flooding. Ladies and gentlemen, it is really a great honor to be with you today at this opening, at this ceremony of the Network for African Data Protection Authorities conference. For me, it shows the real power of a Pan-African approach, and to see so many commissioners from north to south, west, east, Central Africa gathered here in Nairobi really is a strong signal. A few weeks ago, the IMF released the economic outlook for the world, and from the 20 first fastest growing economies, 9 are coming from Africa. And I think this again shows also the potential of the continent and the potential of the regional integration. And I just want to assure you that Germany and the European Union is very much your partner in this effort of regional cooperation and regional integration. And the digital economy and data protection is playing a very, very important role in this regard to unlock the potential of economic growth. That's why I would like to emphasize 2 points in my short remarks. First, what role does data protection play for our societies? And I think it's more or less unimportant if it's a German society, the Belgian, the Czech, the French, or Kenyan, Tanzanian, or South African. And the second point is, what are the economic benefits of shared privacy and data protection policies? So first, let me come to the role of data protection for our societies. Data breaches and privacy violation have become all too common in our increasingly digital world. We have a lot of issues right now, also in Germany, with these risks. And they don't just impact individuals, they erode the fundamental trust that enables the digital economy, but even democracies and political systems to flourish. So data protection is not just a technical issue, it is a fundamental issue to build trust and to sustain trust in a society, to enable the digital economy and to realize the socio-economic potential of the data revolution. This is still ongoing. As Germany, we firmly believe that strong data protection frameworks are essential for unlocking the economic potential of data-driven industries. That is why we are partnering with the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner here in Kenya, but also in other African countries. I heard that there's a strong partnership also with Nigeria over the past years to build its capacity and regulatory capabilities. This partnership is implemented here in Kenya through the Digital Transformation Center, and if you're interested what this center is really doing on the ground, you can visit the stand over there. We have supported the capacity building for ODPC staff, enabling the ODPC team to develop world-class expertise in data protection, law and enforcement. Earlier this year, we facilitated Kenya's annual Data Privacy Day celebration to raise awareness among businesses and citizens about the importance of data rights. So fostering Kenya's position as a continental and even global driver of data protection is one of our aims and our missions here, and that's why we support ODPC's membership in the Global Privacy Assembly and help to integrate Kenya into the global network of data protection authorities. So I think what we have seen in the last years, and I really would like to thank the Kenyan government for this partnership, is that it really grew into a very close cooperation, both between Kenya and Germany and between Kenya and the European Union. And in this regard, I'm also very happy to welcome my colleague and friend Andrei Šimek, who will also talk to you later from the European delegation. So coming to the economic points of data protection, we believe that the economic advantages that come from robust data flows and adequacy agreements between the EU and partner countries are enormous. There's enormous economic potential in it. And one big milestone was achieved in December 2023, especially between Kenya and the European Union, when the Economic Partnership Agreement was signed. And by doing this, we opened the door for increased trade, but not only trade, but also we are building on a way forward to enable robust and safe data flow environments as an opportunity to multiply the potential for increased trade and investment, because there is no trade, basically no trade without data flows. So this all belongs together. And one key catalyst towards this vision is the ongoing EU-Kenya data flow dialogue. If successful, an adequacy agreement would deliver huge economic advantages for Kenya, and I know that we are working hard on this and that we are hoping to achieve concrete results until summer this year. This would grant Kenya access to a lucrative European digital market, including IT and business process outsourcing sector, with an estimated outsourcing demand of several billion US dollars. This means that, for example, call centers would establish their branches here in Kenya and would serve the European market as a whole, which is the biggest integrated market of the world with around 450 million consumers, as you all know. According to a recent model forecast, the global business solutions sector alone has the potential to create here in Kenya, I'm only talking about Kenya, 30,000 new jobs until 2033. And these are high-skilled, good-paid jobs. And these job opportunities is for us as Germany quite important, not only to create these jobs in Kenya, but also because we are working on a skilled migration labor agreement between Germany and Kenya right now. In the ICT sector alone in Germany, we have 149,000 vacant jobs where we look for people actively. And I think to bring our data systems closer together would also facilitate, of course, the movement of skilled people to Germany if they are interested to go there. As I said, we are negotiate the bilateral labor agreement. Just next week, our federal commissioner, Mr. Stamm, will come to Kenya here, and it's the last round of negotiation, and we hope to finalize it by then. So I would like once again just express my highest appreciation to see so many African representatives here. What I said in the beginning about the economic potential of the integration of the continent, I think is just enormous. And the conference here is a big opportunity for you, for us, for all of us to learn together, to connect, to network, and to grow together in this integrated data sphere here in Africa also. We are very happy as Germany and GIZ to support this conference and to support the networking amongst you. And we think that there's really a lot of opportunities in unlocking the economic potential of the digital economy. So looking ahead, we remain open as the federal government, as the European Union, to partnering with other entities, public and private, who share our vision for a world where data rights are respected and the digital economy empowers all. This is quite important, I think. It's not an elite thing. It concerns really everybody. It's starting with the youth. When I saw the film with the young people looking at their phones, I thought about my 2 sons at home, because that's exactly what they're doing all day long. And I think we also have to sensitize this generation about data sharing. And you know about the discussions about some of the social platforms that are used by a lot of youth. So I think this is really a very important task. So thank you very much for having me here. As we say in Kenya, asanteni sana, and in Kiswahili, nakutakia kiungamano, kia amani na baraka, asanteni sana.
Palosi Asante. Thank you so much, Ambassador, and we appreciate the collaboration you are doing here in Kenya and across the continent to enhance connection between us and learn from also what you are doing in Germany. I want to invite also one of our key friends, the Deputy Ambassador of European Union, Andrzej Simek. Welcome to make his remarks.
Thank you very much. I'll try to get through the protocol fairly quickly because I think we have put all the names. So Cabinet Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy, Chief Justice, Principal Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy, Chairperson of NATPA, Data Commissioner, representatives from data protection authorities across Africa, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, our healthcare.